Hello, hello. Here we are again. Yeah, we're live, guys. We're live again. So many things happening in the world today. Hopefully we can
Money.com has definitely changed and improved the way we work.
how we can resolve it. No, we cannot resolve anything. The only thing we can do is respond to it, okay? Respond to it in our own little way. So we're going to discuss today how war is it good for Bitcoin. It's more on the markets, okay? And we do this now by discussing that, yeah, what has happened before, what's going to happen now. There are several wars, if you don't know. There's another one that can break out even, man. This world is going into, it's a mess. So let's see what the powers that be can do on this. Let's hope that they can resolve this. I doubt it. But let's also see the history of what has happened during war before. I think that's the most important thing. We always can see the historical basis. Most of the time, history will repeat itself. Not necessarily so, not necessarily exactly. But I think the most important thing is, yes, the more things change, the more they stay the same. We have now things like World War III is coming in, but wait a minute, we had this during the Russia-Ukraine war, right? That was even more shocking. And now the thing is, the war is about to break out in many different regions, and things could happen in an unanticipated manner. So let's go and see. I don't even know if this is good news, but let's say I kind of see this as some positive news here, okay? Some positive news in something where there is no positive news, in somewhere where we need positive news. Guess what? There is some positive news. So let's change the screen here so you know what I'm talking about. And here we are. What happens during a war? Okay. Then we'll go and see like what this war is all about. And it's not only about this war, it is the risk, the contagion risk that it can go into many other different areas. So let's see what happens during a war. December 1941, 1 month, 3 months, 9 months. That was not good because World War II went for 4 years, of course. Next Suez Canal crisis. Okay, let's take it from here. Okay, minus 2.8, minus 3, minus 1. Cuban Missile Crisis. Okay, that was a big one, right? Because the world was supposed to disintegrate. I didn't know, I wasn't born yet, but that was what I was told, 25%. When people realized that the world didn't disintegrate, okay, this Arab oil embargo led to a very, very huge problem, right? To a very huge inflation. Gold went and peaked in 1980 or something. This was followed by the Iranian revolution. That didn't do quite well. November 79, Iranian hostage crisis. We're nearing that. Hey, the market went up actually 3.8% 6 months later. So short term, 1 to 3 months, USSR in Afghanistan did pretty well. Iraq invades Kuwait, was very bad in 3 months, not bad 6 months later. Gulf War, this is surprising. This was like the war on CNN, right? 15. Oh, it went up. Maybe because military spending. Okay. Gorbachev coup. It went up later. World Trade Center bombing. I'm surprised. It actually went up. It actually went up because the US took very quick action. World Trade Center bombing. Oh, this is 1993, 2000. Yeah, even in 2000, 9/11. That did okay, Iraq war went up, went up, went up, went up. So that's it, It seems that war kind of brings the market up. And you see that that is really what happened before the markets went down again, like even the initial reaction to the Ukraine war. Let's see this one. Let's see this guy. Let's go to the weekly here on the S&P 500. Let's go here. And we are going to go here, blah, 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 blah. And I think, yeah, this is like 2020, 2021, 2022. It kind of rebounded here, right? Kind of rebounded like that. Yeah, this is the war, right? Yeah, around February, right? And it kind of rebounded before going back down. But the point is, initially, before the war goes down, because people are nervous, war breaks out, goes up, then goes back down. But the point is, there was a time where war is like, hey, you can speculate on this. Not that I like it, but now there is a lot of, there's this, this is a very heated war. Everyone has strong feelings on both sides, especially in the Middle East conflict, but I'm not here to talk about it. You can have whatever feelings you want. I'm here to talk about facts. What happens? Can I conceivably take advantage of this? I like to take advantage of market trade opportunities. I see something like that there, right? And we are in the most bullish phase of the market. So the thing is, even if it goes down, the chances of it going back up are very high. But this is a different war. It not only, you're going to see something else, right? It's not only about the Middle East, because you have Ukraine here. You have Ukraine. I'm going to write this in yellow. You're going to have, it's not in yellow here. Give me yellow. Yeah, you have Ukraine here. And now this is Russia, Ukraine. That's one front. And then you have, what is it? You call Hamas. I don't know. Is Iran there? I know Russia is not there. Hamas and Israel here. So this kind of takes the attention away from the USA. The USA is suddenly split there. Now, when the USA is split between two, guess what? The thing is, other possible wars can happen. And I'm even talking about, hey, what about China, Taiwan? And I didn't even see this. I saw it in the newspapers, but I kind of didn't realize it until today. Look at that. Look at that. There might be even something happening in Armenia. Are you kidding me? Azerbaijan could soon invade Armenia. This is an energy war to me. And the Middle East is the hub of energy, and Azerbaijan has a lot of energy, could soon invade Armenia. Yeah, fueling a war in the Caucasus that would bring havoc to the energy market. This is kind of weird, okay? So you have Israel there, potentially somewhere happening in Armenia. And the weird thing is you have Turkey and Russia supporting Azerbaijan, okay? But here's the really weird thing here. So the EU supports Armenia. Okay, what's going to happen to the euro now? Okay, but what I find quite weird is that, hey, look at this. Well, there's Erdogan. Okay, Erdogan is there. Oil and gas exports route. Just take a look at that. Okay, going through Armenia. That's kind of nice there. Going to Russia. Fine. Baku goes to Russia. Wherever that goes through. And the thing is about all this is that Baku somehow, okay, look at this. Against this background, Azerbaijan and Israel have strengthened their relations, and Baku is supporting Israel in its fight against Hamas. Okay, so that gets really confusing, right? The thing is, everything could really flare up here and there, and that's why let's see in the next couple of weeks the diplomacy. But certainly, I think the markets are getting extremely nervous, especially the TradeFi market. And you know that the TradeFi market will impact the real market. But let's see this guy's analysis, which I thought was damn good, about the potential, the things that are happening that could make the US markets kind of struggle unless they use very, very good diplomacy to kind of resolve this. Of course, when you look at what's happening here, I really hope they resolve this. Hey, get the people who want to get out. Ask Egypt to open that border crossing, right? So people who want to get out should be able to get out, including US citizens, including British citizens, including Palestinian citizens, and whoever is there. Okay, other than this, okay, All Blacks crush the Irish. That's bad. The Irish were ranked #1 in rugby. They lost. Okay, that is a short advertising. So again, let's just see here what's happening here. I really don't want to talk about war and who's right, who's wrong. Who cares? This is war. We want to take advantage of this.
World's oil basin as being a catalyst for stocks moving higher, especially with inflation being the largest global economic concern. But stocks are. The political network effect of this weekend's outbreak are significant. Let's discuss China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and Iran. Iran supplies 5% of the global oil and is rumored to be involved in this attack. What happens to the global oil prices if they face further sanctions? Saudi Arabia supplies 15% of global oil.
Oh, that's interesting. If you guys remember that it was Iran that triggered that Paul Volcker. You guys remember Paul Volcker from 1980? That huge inflation in 1980 after the Iranian crisis, right? And Volcker raised US interest rates. That was more terrible than now. But again, nowadays we have Powell. But who remembered what happened after that? Anyone remember what happened after that? Can you put it there? What happened in 1982? Because 1982 is like going to be like 2024. Can you guys guess what happened in 1980? This is interesting because Iran is there again.
Oil. The U.S. was brokering a deal to provide military support to them in exchange for them normalizing relations with Israel. As a result, they were going to increase their oil production. Now that's less likely, driving oil prices higher. Russia. Depending on how the U.S. decides to support Israel, we may reappropriate funds that would have gone to the Ukraine and give them to Israel instead, emboldening Russia's attack. And China, with the U.S. now focused on two different wars, China may see this as their opportunity to make a move on Taiwan. What does that do to semiconductor prices? Lastly, with the U.S.'s tendency to support other countries at war, what does this do to our already existing debt issue? I'm certainly not a doomsdayer, but these are realities we have to face as investors. And call me crazy, but I don't see this as a reason to increase risk loading up on stocks. Diversify and follow me for daily update.
That's cool. So, we've heard another new commodity there, which I think is good for Malaysia, okay? Not that I like war, guys. I heard oil. Well, Malaysia is an exporter of oil. Okay. Again. And I heard another commodity there. Well, it's not a commodity. It's high tech. It's actually semiconductors. And hey, Malaysia is also a big exporter of semiconductors, which is why I have told you I'm actually bullish on our market, although I was not happy with the budget. I mean, the budget really sucks, Nobody's talking about the budget like the previous year. Just nobody wants to talk about it. Just forget about it. And the thing with Malaysia is these two are our big exports. So it kind of like pushes us into good territory, especially if we have supply constraints on semiconductors. Okay, and of course, when you talk about Malaysia, it's like, hey, solar energy is also good. I just bought SciPark for those of you that want to know. Those who want to know what I'm doing in my private account. This is not financial advice here. Hey, guys, go to my Twitter. Why don't you guys go to my Twitter here and link up on my Friend Tech account. I do post things, but these are all my private accounts also, right? So Inuk Shuk there. And on my Friend Tech, I do post all these things. In addition, you want to know what else is happening, just go to my Telegram group there, the dots, and let's see what's happening. There's a lot of trading stuff there, and we have a lot of there. We have a lot of charts on Malaysian stocks, US stocks, and all that, right? So that's kind of cool. So again, somehow this thing positions Malaysia well, especially in the semiconductor industry. And we look at our IPO market, it is being driven by tech. So yeah, that's me being positive in Malaysia, not being emotionally positive. I'm just stating it from the facts that I see now, okay? So again, we have possible conflagration in Baku, Azerbaijan, who seems to support Israel, okay? And then we have something in China. And what's happening in Ukraine? What's going to happen to Ukraine now? Seriously, because the West seems to be focused on Israel, Hamas, which I think is very serious, because if Iran is there, that could kind of be a nasty. Now, the only thing that I see is that the last time that Iran had a major hit on the market because of oil, and oil just drove up. We had the biggest bull run ever in 1982, right? We had the biggest bull run ever from 1982 to kind of, what was that, year 2000? Yeah, year 2000, 18-year bull run. So again, the bull run that we have predicted is not going to last for long, right? It's only going to last after 2026. So that's what I see there. Now, let me see this. We can't help by looking at the fear index. Hey, let's look at TradeFi first. Let's go at crypto. It's fear. That's cool. It's fear. So the S&P has been trying to go up and just rejected, just plain rejected. What's the level here? Yeah, 4334. That is something I am looking at, because look at the support there. And I want to now look at the crypto fear and greed index. Where are we now? Oh, we are at fear. Okay, we're kind of like, we're not fear, because we're like kind of not fear and not fear. We were fear here, really? And yeah, so it has pulled down here, which is good, 30 here. We're now somewhere in the middle here, because it's kind of weird that Bitcoin is increasing now. It's holding steady, meaning that it is fulfilling a dual role as a risk on and risk off mechanism, you know, that people are flocking to Bitcoin. Because just say that war does break out, or just say that you're in the Middle East, or you're in Ukraine, and you know you're in Palestine, or you're in Israel, or wherever, that you want to go over to the Rafah crossing, and Israel asks you to move, so you move. You're among the 1.1 million people who have to go from northern Palestine to southern Palestine. I mean, pardon me for saying this, but isn't it easier if you had Bitcoin there? Just think, rather than carrying gold. I would not want to carry gold during an exodus like that, okay? So we hope for the safety of everyone there in the Middle East, be it in Palestine or Israel. I think both are now really hurt by the actions of Hamas, but they have their own reasons. I don't want to get into that. So anyway, so what we see is this is playing the role of the risk off mechanism. And if you look at this, let's just go look at this. It's almost 27 now. It's Ethereum that has gone down, actually. So Ethereum, Bitcoin should go down. Ethereum has suffered a lot, 1554, and Bitcoin 26,882, almost 27. But the most important thing that we've seen this, and you're going to see this, is this. This dominance. It's 48, okay? And I think the resistance here is 54. That means another shock. Can't see it go to 54, right? Can't see it go to 54. Of course, we are going towards the Bitcoin halving cycle next year. And truly, as I have predicted today, I'll drop it in my friend tag, man. It looks like, just as I had predicted, I told you that for the crypto rally to really blast off to the moon, we need liquidity. And it seems like one of the biggest airdrops is going to launch somewhere early next year. Okay, so this is kind of cool, because if Bitcoin, you know, what usually happens during the previous halving, what happened during the previous halving, guys? Bitcoin dominance just went up. Okay, Bitcoin dominance just went up, and then while the market was dead, we suddenly had Uniswap. Okay, Uniswap airdrop, give us all the liquidity. Summer DeFi came, boom, 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 boom. There we go. Similarly, we see like 54% here on Bitcoin. We see liquidity coming in next year. Okay, one airdrop has already announced. It's definitely, it seems, I don't know whether they're going to do an airdrop, but if they do an airdrop, it's going to be next year, smack just before the Bitcoin halving cycle. What else do you want? Okay, so that is on that. Now let's see the S&P 500 here. Okay, we've seen that, right? We've seen that now. Really struggling here. Looks pulling that thing here, 4127. Where did it rest here? Oh, just okay, just below that. So yeah, it is somewhat here. I'm not going to be surprised if it falls here. Yes, correct. That's what I said. So Chef knows all about it, because Chef is a big airdrop hunter, right? Because it looks like that is gonna boom. Perfect. Perfecto. Get ready for that, guys. So I just want to look at Ethereum here. Now, you guys know about Bitcoin seems to be holding on to its little boring range. But the thing is, before any alt cycle, there seems to be like where alt's going down. Are they going to get crushed? We are at a dangerous place of history repeating itself. I would not be surprised, as I said, what happened before will happen again. The more things change, the more they stay the same. The fact is that the alts got crushed last year until people said, hey, crypto is dead. It's just not going to happen anymore. And look what happened. Ethereum just went up to 5,000, right? From $80, then it was languishing at 300 for quite a long time. And then it just zooped up all the way to 5,000. Now look at this. This is the weekly chart. Just look at this nice chart here. Okay, touch. We've touched a lot of times. So we're about to touch again here. 1530. If we lose this, could we see this? Okay, this is like the 2018 high or something like that. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Are we going to see that again? Well, looks dangerously there. Because losing this line is quite dangerous. We could wick down here or we could wick up, but that would be very serious for alts. Okay, so it seems that the alts are in danger. If you're an airdrop farmer, you kind of like, okay, you don't care, right? Because then you just change your base currency to USDT. You kind of love this. You kind of can stack your sats on BTC instead of Ethereum, right? And of course, you pray for this, right? Like, hey, I know there's a big airdrop coming next year. I know that a Bitcoin halving is coming. Probably the probability of a big rally is there, and you're going to use this period to accumulate, which is what I told you guys, which is what I'm doing now. This is what I'm doing now. I'm starting to accumulate this week. I'm starting to buy what I want to buy. Of course, as we get closer to the halving, of course, there is going to be a lot of this, right? A lot of changing and readjusting the portfolio. Now, so this shows you the danger. See, the danger of crypto is that people lose interest. This is the thing. But if you are here and you have that one moment of concentration while everyone is out of the market, then you will have a big advantage getting into next year, because you can come in with something. You get a big airdrop, you're suddenly more confident. You are in a position to take more risk. Whereas the other people, when they just come in and when they want to chase, they usually get into big trouble. Look at the DeFi rally of 2020. It went up and then went down again. So it burned a lot of people and then went up again. Hello, goodbye. And if you look at that, I can say that things are boring because this is not 8 Gui. Are you kidding me? This is 8 Gui. And, it was 6. It's usually during 6. It can go at 6, guys. It can go at 6 even during the weekdays. Yeah, even during the normal times. Yeah, correct. Yeah, you just got to start trading now. And you know what? I'm looking at this during the trading night, and it goes like 14 Gui. It's like, okay, you only go 14? Are you like kidding me? Because last time, was it 1.5 months ago? I know it could go to 60, 70, right? And this at its very low was like 12. So this is getting really, really bad, man. This is getting really, really, people are totally disinterested. People are disengaged. And I think this is the best time for you guys to really go into the market. And the best way to go into the market for me, for you guys, is through airdrops, okay? Because, hey, are you guys going to tell me you guys are going to come in during that time? I kind of don't believe it, okay? I have problems believing that, hey, we're going to be ready and we're going to come. I'm so sorry. I don't think that will happen, okay? You guys are just kidding yourselves, the people who say want to come in. I believe in going in, making a commitment, making a stand, making the trade that you need to trade. And I'm telling you that there's going to be a lot of kind of trades that are going to happen next year. And the best way now, hey guys, you got to experiment with it. And the best way is still airdrops. So if you guys haven't done your wallet yet, that is fine. This is, I'm going to say that this is your lucky day, right? this is kind of your lucky day. It better be your lucky day because where is my thing? Okay, is it this? Okay, good guys. On Saturday, 28th of October, I'm gonna have a session here, 9 to 1 p.m. Okay, we're gonna start at 9 because we're gonna go and open up a wallet there. So sign up here. We're gonna go slow, especially for you beginners, because I'm targeting this for professionals. Okay. Sign up here on Zoom, and we're going to go from 9 to 1 because you got to learn how to do it now. Why are you scared now? And this is, I mean, I don't understand it. Nobody listens to me to go into the market when it's bad, right? But you should go now. Well, if you don't believe me, fine, you don't believe me and you're going to regret later, because ask Sharil. He knows that those who don't listen to me and go against me regret later. This is a proven thing. But anyway, just come here to learn how to do it. Even if you don't believe in cryptocurrency, at least that will prevent you in the future from FOMOing in, because you know what you're doing. And as the chef said, right? Yeah, he's learning. Look at what chef is doing. He's learning to short and also long. He can do it both ways. This is what you should do now. So I don't know what's going to happen. But if the alts go down, Chef will be into a good position because he's going to short and then he's going to bite and accumulate when it goes up. Right? He's going to DCA when it goes up. Bitcoin is still Bitcoin. And it looks like, even the Bitcoin ecosystem is going to explode like mad, because Zarif, I was telling you about ordinals. Right? I told you guys, right? If there's one area that the Bitcoin God would throw to me and say, which area do you want to go into this cycle? I would say it is the Bitcoin ecosystem. And I don't know, Zarif gave me something, right? There's this NFT that was on Bitcoin that went up, not $169,000, like 169,000%. That is like times 1,690 times. I don't even know how much that was. It was kind of like a box, okay? So again, there is some craziness happening. So if you don't get it now, what are you doing, guys? What are you doing? Okay, do we have any more questions? So again, from 0 to 1 million, that's what I'm aiming with this. I already got 40,000 ringgit. So I only have a couple of 100 more thousands to go, which really... The idea is meant to show people that it is possible to go from 0 to 1 million. Even I didn't believe it, but I think I should believe it also. And just remember that we are heading into the best times in the market. This is what happens before. Look at that. The block reward. Yeah, it is coming. Have 3.125, 1.56. I'm not waiting till 2028. I'm striking now. And of course, look at that. We're here. If you look at the Bitcoin halving cycle, we're supposed to go up here, okay? Which it's showing that sign already of holding steady and building a base to go up, which should mean what? Alts get crushed, but Chef has told you how he's going to take advantage of it, guys. Okay, guys, any more questions? So hope you have a good day, but just be careful. I think there are opportunities now with the war coming up. I think Malaysia is in a very good position to take advantage of this opportunity, minus that people are not happy with the budget, but that's okay. I'm talking about the macro looks good for Malaysia. And I'm glad that some of you are already, and I hope Sharil is also like this, already ready to go in to both long and short the market, waiting for that big bull run, which is going to be triggered by a big airdrop just before or just after or just at the Bitcoin bull run. Life is perfect. What more can you ask for? Okay, guys, anything else? Who has questions now? Any question now? So if you look at my friend tech, which is linked to my Twitter account, I do post some great stuff there. Okay, I do post some great stuff there. I must add this. Okay, so you might want to take a look at that on Malaysian IPOs and also on some Bitcoin stuff. And I'm getting my DBank account, which I'll give you guys later, so you can follow. Why do you want to follow my DBank account? Well, the idea in DBank is you getting people following you, which have a lot of money because or a lot of money in their wallets, because what you want to do is to get your TVF up, total value of your friends up, right? So I happen to have a lot in my wallet. Okay, guys, anything there? Yeah, you guys got to follow me. Okay, remember, we are already at the stage where a lot of things that I said before, I said, right? This is the stage where, oh, cool. Yeah, let's do it now. Cool. So you got to really follow me now because, you know, I'm like, this is like the chickens are coming home to the roost. I've done a lot of things, but now as we go towards the Bitcoin halving cycle, you see, oh my God, we actually need that skill. Okay, we need the trading skill now. So this is cool, right? I mean, I was at the TikTok class just now. Now a lot of you are thinking, but what are you doing that for? Why are you in TikTok? Hello, TikTok is the best way for you to onboard people onto TikTok. And I'm sure that the future ambassadorship jobs, which I got 100K for Moonbeam, is also going to be based on TikTok and also YouTube. And it's easy to kind of going to this, right? Going to onboard people from TikTok onto YouTube. So again, I'll tell you guys on Wednesday what the TikTok strategy is all about. But again, we all know that this is 1 year or several months before the Bitcoin halving. And if you want to talk about, you know, the more things change, the more they stay the same. You guys know, right, that I was building a relationship at this point in time, to boost my numbers in YouTube, which a large Filipino group, right? And you know what? And this is so funny. This is so funny. You can see it in my Facebook, right? So you can see it in my Facebook. This time again, the more things change, the more they stay the same. I was also there meeting this huge Filipino group, but they're in Malaysia. So in 2019, I had to go to the Philippines. This year, Philippines come to Malaysia. Oh my God, I'm going to make another million again, guys, whether you like it or not. I'm going to make a million. Of course, part of this million again is from zero. And the other one is just $1 million US. So happy 1 million, guys. I'm going to see you later. Bye. Happy 1 million. And we'll meet again next week for the news. We'll see what's happening to the markets. I'm going to take a look at TradeFi and see what happens next. Okay, guys. Bye. See you later. Bye.